Hi, and welcome back to this video. In this video, we're going to be publishing the reports which we created in our last video. We will be publishing these reports to Power BI service, and then we are also going to be scheduling the reports to automatically refresh every week so that we can have recent data at the beginning of every week. So let's get started. First, you must have created your Power BI service account. Create your Power BI service account, and that's what we're going to be using to publish our reports to Power BI service. Publish your report to Power BI service. On the home screen here, you click publish. And you save your reports. When you click publish, you select where you want to publish your reports to. So if you have never published a report to Power BI service, the only destination you have here is my workspace. So you click on my workspace and publish your report. However, if you've published your report to Power BI service before, you'd have if you've created a workspace in Power BI service before, you have several workspaces here, and then you just have to click on with any workspace you want to publish your report to. But for the sake of this report, I'm going to publish my Power BI reports to my workspace. So you click my workspace and then press select. Okay, so the report has been published to Power BI service, and then you click on open Southcape sales performance dashboard. Whatever you named your report, you have it called that. You just click on the link and then it's going to open for you in Power BI service. Now the report has been published to Power BI service, and then we are going to schedule this report. To schedule the report, you go to the workspace where you publish your Power BI reports. You click on the workspace here. Click on workspace here, and then you select my workspace. My workspace is where I published my Power BI reports to. If you publish your Power BI reports to a different workspace, then you have to look for you have to check for you have to select the workspace where you publish your Power BI reports to, and then you select the report you just published. So this is the report we just published to our Power BI service. So here is the report, Southcape Sales Performance Dashboard. We have two here. We have Southcape Sales Performance Dashboard. We have one that is reports and we have one that is data sets. So we are going to select data sets and not reports. You click on data sets. So you can see this small icon here beside this refresh button. You click on schedule refresh. So to schedule a report in Power BI, you need to have a gateway, an on-premises gateway installed on your computer. So here you click on gateway and cloud connections. I have an on-premises gateway installed on my computer. However, if you do not have an on-premises gateway already installed on your computer, you will see a small icon. You will see a notification telling you do not have an on-premises gateway installed on your computer. And so you have to, so you see a notification telling you you do not have an on-premises gateway installed on your computer. So you click on install and you install the on-premises gateway. So we're going to connect to our on-premises gateway. So after installing your on-premises gateway. So I do not have my I do not have my on-premises gateway open. So I need to sign into my on-premises gateway. So the next thing you need to do is to sign in to your on-premises gateway. So you have this open here. Once you have this installed, and next thing you need to do is click on sign in. So here you select your email address which you use to publish your reports to Power BI service. I'm just going to enter my email address. So you enter your email address and then you click next. So you sign into your account and you wait for it to. So it is worth noting that you cannot sign in, you cannot schedule reports using your regular email address. So you need to have a work email with that has access to tenant settings or has access to scheduling reports. Or if you don't have that, you create a Power BI developer account and then you get an email that you can use to publish your reports. So now the gateway is online and ready to be used. So we're going to go back to our Power BI service and then we're just going to refresh this. So you can see that once your on premises gateway has been set up, so when you check here, you can see that after signing in, you can see that it is now running on the account. So you select data source credentials, and you can also see that in your data source credentials, your data source is connected to your database. So this is your server name and the database which we connected to. So after checking that everything is properly set up, next thing you want to do is to go to refresh. So you click on refresh and then you select configure a refresh schedule. So now we want to configure the refresh schedule. We don't need this data updated every day because the sales manager needs to see a full report for we need to see a full report for the past 1 week. So we need to wait till Sunday. So Starscape sells they open their stores and online platform is open 7 days a week from Monday to Sunday. So we need to wait for a full sales week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday up to Sunday, 11:59 on Sunday. So schedule the report so that it can refresh at then. So that way it covers all of the sales that has been made during the week. So we're going to set a refresh frequency and then we're going to change this to weekly, and we do not want the report refreshed every day. We just want the report refreshed on Sunday. So you're going to select the time zone in which the store is located. So the store we want to configure this report for a Nigerian store, and so we're just going to leave the UTC selected. We're just going to leave the UTC selected, and then we're going to add another time. So you need to add the time when you want the report to refresh. So we want to wait till the last minute, which is the last hour of the day, and that is 11, and then we're selecting a time. So we have just two options here. We have 11 o'clock and 11:30, but we cannot wait till 12 o'clock to refresh the reports because then we'll be capturing data for the following week. And as we know, we can have customers that place the orders and made payments on Monday by 12 o'clock or by 12:01 or by 12:02, and we do not want to capture the following week. So we are going to select 11:30 and we're going to select PM. So send refresh failure notifications to the data set owner. So the failure notification is going to be, so whenever there is a failure in the refresh, whenever the report fails to refresh, so whatever happened, any error that was gotten, notification will be sent to the data set owner You can also add contacts if you want to add contacts, but I wouldn't be doing this. You add contacts and just add their email, but we just want the failures to be sent to the report owner. And then all you does need to just do is just click apply. And that is it. So we have successfully scheduled reports. We have scheduled the report to run every week by 11:30 on Sunday. Now you may be wondering what will happen, what happens when the report finish running probably by 11:40, what happens to every other sales that was made between that period and the following morning. As you can see, we only have the option to schedule the reports for 11 o'clock and 11:30. So every other sales that was made between that period, and which is highly unlikely to making a sales by maybe it's not likely that a sales will be made 11:40 or 11:50, maybe except online orders was placed. But every other orders within that period will be added to the following week data. So this brings us to the end of this project. And as a recap, to do a recap, in this project, we walked through the project overview, we walked through the business introduction, the business problem, the project rationale. In this project, we also learned how to connect our data sets to Power BI. We learned how to create a database and also import our data from a flat file, which is a CSV file, and an Excel file to our database. We learned to connect our database to Power BI. We created DAX measures to calculate, to build our KPIs. We created dashboard. We learned to publish the dashboard. And lastly, we also scheduled the reports in Power BI. And I hope you have learned something in this report. So till the next time we see again on another project,